Hi, everybody, and thanks for joining us for the PHNX Suns pregame show brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's #1 sportsbook app. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you know whenever we are live. I'm Lindsay Smith here with Saul Bookman and Gerald Bourget. And tonight, the Phoenix Suns will take on the Houston Rockets. I really wish that we were live 30 seconds ago because Gerald looked at his phone and does this kind of just like a little excitement, a little evil.
A little evil laugh, yes.
Tinge of evilness behind that laugh, and said, "You guys are never going to guess who's starting."
And then I probably guessed it right off the bat.
Well, yeah, with that look, we're guessing it's Landry Shamet. Is that correct?
Landry Shamet is 100% starting tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That 35 pieces incoming.
Oh.
Tonight is our night,
God.
you guys. Get ready.
I might attach myself to a fucking rocket if that actually happens.
To the moon.
Okay, but honestly, if that happened, would not be that. I'm so excited. I can't talk. I literally can't talk. I'm so excited. That would be the best moral victory that we all desperately need at this moment. So
Speak for yourself, Linz.
Let's effing go, Landry Shamet.
I'm excited. This is great.
Excited too.
This is great news.
I can't wait for the first 5 minutes of feudal basketball to start.
Landry, have we seen Landry in the starting unit this year yet?
Not this year. We've seen him last year.
A little bit last year?
I don't think so.
Not this year. We have not seen him start this year yet.
Do we recall if he was like a campaign type of guy in the starting unit? Does he play a little better with the starters? I don't remember. I can't remember that far away.
No,
I don't.
And I didn't really have a car in that race at the time to pay to mentally keep that in my brain.
Yeah, no, he started 14 games for the Suns last year. They were spot starts, probably similar to this type of situation. But so far, 18 games all off the bench this season. I don't recall him being significantly better, but I'm going to double check to make sure.
All right. Well, fingers crossed for Landry Shamet, 35 points tonight. All right. Well, here we go again, you guys. We've got the Rockets again tonight. Obviously, we remember the last time these two teams faced off, it did not end well for the Phoenix Suns. The Rockets are 3-3 in their last 6 games, and that started with the 3 teams that they have beat in those last 6, kind of impressive. You got the Suns, you got the 76ers, and you got the Bucks, which I'm very surprised. Hilarious, though, that they lost to the San Antonio Spurs in that same stretch of games. But the Rockets have been playing pretty well lately.
They have. They're 5-4 since Thanksgiving. And I think the other win in there was against the Hawks. That was impressive. They've been playing a lot better, and they do some things that challenge what the Suns kind of struggle with when they lose. And without Devin Booker, nothing is guaranteed for this team. So as much as we look at the Rockets like, okay, we'll end the losing streak here, it's probably not going to be as easy as we hoped for.
It's they're like Mavericks light. Like they got some length, they got some athletic guys on that team, and they attack hard, especially on the offensive glass. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Suns respond after 4 straight games of not very great play.
Yeah, I can already tell in the chat that we're not excited about tonight's game. We're trying to be optimistic, but we're also preparing for the worst.
We're morbidly intrigued. And that's kind of the Landry Shamet tagline for the last year or so.
Are you guys concerned?
I'm a little concerned, but I do think looking back at last year, he was he was a lot better with the starters. 12.4 points on 40.9% shooting from 3 as a starter, as opposed to 7.3 points on 35% shooting from 3. So he was more efficient. He scored a lot more. He got up a lot more shots. And with a kind of a spot shooter like him, the more that you give him shots, the more he can work himself into a rhythm, which we've seen at times. So hopefully that's what we see tonight. They're replacing Book with another 2 guard, which kind of helps maintain the rotation a little bit. And Josh Okogie's been playing great, so he'll probably fill in Shamet's minutes off the bench.
I don't even know what to say about this. I just hope the Suns win. How about I just leave it there?
Okay, I was meaning more worried, altogether, not just from the Landry starting, just in general with the Suns right now in tonight's game, more specifically.
I'm not worried about the Suns. It's probably foolish of me not to be worried, but I'm not worried about the Suns tonight, just because they realize that the Rockets, they'll put it on you if you're not ready. And DA didn't have the greatest of games last time against the Rockets. I think they're going to be okay. Listen, I think Mikal and DA are starting to realize really, really, really hard that if they don't come with it, they don't have a chance to win.
Yeah.
They just don't. So they both got to show up. They gave it a good shot the other night against the Pels. I expect that to repeat itself tonight.
DA played pretty well in that game on Sunday afternoon, so hopefully we'll see that carry over.
DA's jumper's looking wet right now. DA's jumper is just wet right now. It looks like every time he pulls up for a jumper, it's going to go in.
Yeah, we're going to need that tonight. We're also going to need him to go out there and get a bunch of offensive boards. And the Suns are going to have to limit their second chance points. Gerald, you have the stats on this, correct?
Yeah. So the Rockets are number 1 in offensive rebounds per game, and they're number 3 in second chance points per game. The Suns are kind of average as far as giving those up. I know it seems like they give up a ton of offensive rebounds, but they're 16th in both opposing second chance points and opposing offensive rebounds per game. So that, to me, is one of the biggest areas that you look at. And then also the free throw battle. This comes up a lot, but the Rockets got to the line 43 times in that 1-point win as opposed to just 19 for the Suns. So they've got to find a way to not only get to the line. 19 isn't a terrible number of attempts, but you got to keep them off the line. 43 attempts for a team that is expected to tank this season is way too many.
Got to block out. Got to block out. If you are standing flat-footed, you will get dunked on. You will get, out-rebounded, and you will lose this game. Yes. Point blank. So, DA has had a tendency from time to time this season to kind of stand and watch too much. Other guys have as well. Listen, you just got to block out. And against the Houston Rockets, who are a very energetic team, they like to get after it. I think they're one of the youngest teams in the league. You have to match their exuberance with effort. And if you don't, hello, loss number 5. How are you?
Yeah.
Which would be real sad.
It would be really sad because listen, the Clippers and Kawhi all of a sudden are now back to where people thought that they would, they projected them to be. So that's not going to be easy sledding unless Kawhi takes another load management night, which is not out of the realm of possibility. And then they got other tough games right behind that. They got the Pelicans again on Saturday. Like those dirty Pels.
Don't even get me started on the shenanigans between those two or these two fan bases, the Pelicans and the Suns. Man. I'll save that for Saturday's pregame. Get on my nerves.
They'll be back on Saturday. They will all be back in our chat on Saturday.
It's us too.
Oh, I know.
It's us too. Everyone's just being real mean, and I don't appreciate it.
We just need a win with a good performance tonight so we can get rid of some of the negativity because it's been toxic out here.
It's been real rough. We're dipping back into our traumatized when we were first traumatized for the decade or so.
Yes.
We're having flashbacks to that. We need to
remember any of it.
Take a deep breath.
I don't remember any of it.
He's blocked it out of his mind.
I don't even know where I was during those times. So
lucky for you, Saul. Lucky for you. We some of us over here still remember it very vividly and would like to forget it, but just can't. All right. Any additional thoughts on this matchup? What you'd like to see or anything of that sort before we get into some tidbits around it?
Nope, just DA and Mikal got to play high.
Yep, and I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on Eric Gordon because as of right now, it seems like that's the only realistic guy they could possibly trade for if they're not willing to give up first-round picks. So,
oh boy,
we'll be keeping an eye on that.
It'll be a long time coming. All right, couple tidbits for you. Obviously, we told you Landry Shamet is starting, and that is because Devin Booker is still out with that left hamstring tightness. Cam Johnson's still out, and so is Dwayne Washington Jr. And then on the Rockets side, they got a pretty light injury report. Jayshawn Tate is the only one out with right ankle soreness. So pretty light injury report on the Rockets side, a very sad injury report for us on the Suns side. And what we will be wearing tonight, the Suns will be rocking their Statement Edition jersey, and the Rockets will be rocking their Icon Edition jersey. So we got some black and red going on the court.
I will listen. I will tonight. We'll do a 2 for tonight for you guys.
Oh man.
If Landry Shamet
Oh man.
somehow drops 35 points tonight, I swear I will. The best I can do is just take off my shirt. Okay. Nobody wants to see that, but this is what I'll do. I will take off my shirt and I will run all the way to the arena, which is 4 blocks away.
Yeah.
Screaming Landry Shamet all the way down and all the way back. And I will have somebody follow me the whole way so you can see it while we are live streaming on the show. Is that cool?
But here's the thing, though.
Can I disagree with this? Because it's gonna be me that's gonna have to run after
I was
you.
like,
in
I
the
don't want
film.
to be.
I could selfie cam it.
There you go.
Petey has a selfie stick. We can get him to
There you go.
bring it
Perfect.
by
There you go.
There we go.
from walking and talking
Um,
with Petey.
Please, Landry.
Is that something that interests
So,
everybody out there?
I
I'm
think that's agreeable.
50-50 on this one.
I don't think we can put that on the internet.
Why?
You can put it on the internet.
I'm
it's
just shirtless.
fine.
It's cold out
I mean, I
there.
have man
gonna get
boobs, but it's
sick.
not the same.
It's
you're
cold
gonna
out
get
there.
sick. My thing is if you're running to the arena, you're gonna be running to the arena and trying to get back. That's gonna be like what, 20 minutes, give or take? That's 20 less minutes that you're sitting here that I can just give you massive amounts of grief about losing this bet. Like you're taking 20 minutes away from me.
You either want
Poking fun
you
at
either
you.
want me you either want the twofer because you still get to give me another punishment,
Mm.
or you don't, Lindsay. It's
yeah, but
not.
half of the punishment
get
is
to have
making
everything
you sit
that you
here
want.
and talk about Landry Shamet.
When would,
going
first of all,
off.
when would that ever end? Like you will
Yeah.
have the rest of the year to talk shit to me about Landry Shamet. Why the
That's
fuck
true.
do you need 20 more minutes?
Because
There's
I want
not enough time in the
I'm
world.
greedy.
There's no satisfying Lindsay. Jesus Christ.
With this particular situation, this is quite literally could be a once in a lifetime deal, okay?
She literally said, "You're gonna catch a cold."
You are. You're definitely gonna get sick.
You're gonna get
Oh
and,
my
then it's
God.
and then what's today? What's today? Wednesday? Wednesday? And then on Fridays, no.
It's Tuesday.
Today's
Sorry.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. And then on Thursday, Saul's not going to be on the show because he's got a cold.
Mhm.
And then he's going to miss
like, what?
Saturday's game too because the cold's going to inevitably linger. And then we're without Saul for 2 days. And then it takes away 2 days of me bringing up Landry Shamet again.
I mean,
I'm just
Oh
saying.
my God.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
we'll figure it
Never
out.
mind then.
We'll figure it out.
Never mind. Buzz Killington over here just absolutely murdered that. Never mind. We're going back to the one bet. That's it.
I mean, but do you get what I'm saying?
No. I'm trying to punish myself. Give a damn about what you have to say about it, and you still took it away.
He had his enthusiasm about Landry
Sorry.
Shamet.
No, like, I try and I try and I try. I give and I give,
Oh,
and I
no.
just never get anything reciprocated. It's
Oh
just
my gosh.
It's unfortunate.
I just want you to be. This is like I just want you to be here and have to sit in this moment
okay.
in all of its
You're
glory.
gonna be really disappointed if he drops 40 tonight. You're like, damn it, we could have seen Saul running all the way to the arena like an asshole.
What? Gerald,
Nope.
are you down for it?
No, it's over. It's,
Oh, man.
I've already taken it
Gerald
off the
gets a
board.
vote.
I've
Gerald
taken it
gets
off the
a vote.
table. I've
Gerald
taken it
gets
off
a
the
vote.
table,
It's
so
been
there is no
taken off
vote.
the table now.
Anyway,
We'll think of something.
Sam said, "Is it really cold there? It's freezing today.
It's pretty chilly.
It is so cold
It
today."
was chilly.
And then Brian said, "You don't get sick from being in the cold." WTF? I don't know where you're from, but I do.
Yeah, that's a thing that happens.
I get sick from being in the cold. So anyway, all right. Sports betting. Who you guys got tonight and by how much?
I got the Suns by 1.
I've got the Suns by 5, and Espo also has the Suns by 5.
I have a little bit more optimism than you guys. I got
Okay.
the Suns by 7 tonight. Even though Devin Booker isn't playing, I feel like this team is sick and tired of losing.
Mhm.
And this is a game that you should be able to take advantage of and win.
I hope so. I think if they play the way that they did on Sunday against the Pelicans, they will win pretty handily in this game. But what,
Sorry,
so-
I'm a party pooper, you guys.
She's kind of getting slayed in the comments right now.
My bad.
But I do love the Connor Brum suggestion, the one shining moment. We might have to do that.
Oh,
Like we might have to
yes.
do a Landry Shamet version of one shining moment, and then we'll obviously end it with me being absolutely humiliated somehow, some way. So
That worked.
one Shamet moment.
one Shamet moment.
Oh,
One Shamet
you knew Gerald was
moment.
going to have something
that's
like that up
amazing.
his sleeve. All right, what does Vegas think about tonight's game? Saul, you want to break this one down for us since Espo is not here?
Sure. Yeah. Suns by 6.5 is
All
the
right.
favorite. So that's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
That's
Lindsay's,
not too bad, especially on a road game.
yeah, Lindsay's right on the line there as far as covering.
I did that on purpose
Okay.
because on DraftKings Sportsbook app, my pick of the night is to take the spread. So I figured I would take Suns by 7 because the spread is at 6.5 and it's a -110.
So Suns with the points.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Very
Cool.
good.
I have Suns. Suns and Rockets over 224 total points. I think that's pretty easy money in my opinion because the Suns scored 120 or 100 and what 18 the other night, something like that. So
yeah,
they can score. It's just can they play defense?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question. It's fallen off a little bit this season. And then Espo has Chris Paul first field goal at a plus 1,100. I think there's a good reason why it's a plus 1,100, but if that hits, that's a great payout for you. Even if you put one single dollar down on that bet, you would make some nice change. So if you guys want to get in on the action, make sure you do it real quick because the game is just about to start. The last thing we have for you guys today, tea time. It's a tea party that we're hosting here at PHNX. This is going to be really cool. So it's an inaugural tea party, and it's at Dobson Ranch Golf Course. And we just went out there earlier today. We had our company kind of holiday outing out there where we passed around our Secret Santa gifts. And we got to hang out on their driving range. And it was a really cool place. It's absolutely gorgeous. And we are going to be hosting our first tea party out there Friday, January 13th at 5:30 p.m. So this is really cool. And there's so many elements to this tea party. So do you kind of want to break this down for us?
Yeah. So first of all, you have contests that are going on the driving range. So you and your foursome or 6 or 8 people or whatever, up to 8 people per bay can compete with each other. You can compete with the entire group. You can participate in long drive contests, closest to the pin. We have a putt contest on an actual putting green, not just on the simulator. Then we have a whole nother green that if you have kids that are 10 and under, they can go and get a free kids clinic for about a couple hours with the pros out there, which is fantastic. So mom and dad, you can just come out, chill, hang out with your friends, play some golf. And to top it all off, we will have a couple big screens out there, and every bay, every like 4 bays has TVs on there. So we're going to show the Suns versus the Timberwolves. It's fantastic. We're going to do our pre and post game shows there. We have a basketball hoop out there, so you could take your shot at glory. And if you don't know what shot at glory is, at the Waste Management Open on the Pro-Am days on that Wednesday, all the celebrities take a shot at a hole-in-one. And if they make it, I think $1 million goes to charity or something like that, right? We are doing our own shot at glory for a prize. It's not going to charity, but you guys will be able to come away with something pretty big if you hit a half court shot, basically. So it'll be fun. A lot of engagement. We have cornhole out there. We have shuffleboard out there. We have ping pong out there. Like, it is going to be 4.5 hours of just crazy, insane fun. Plus, all of our vendors will be out there. OGs, Burrito Express. I mean, you name it, they'll be out to Four Peaks. It's just going to be a fun time. If you're a member, you get it cheaper than everybody else. You get it at about 20% discount for a single, or you get it at 25% discount if you're going to put a foursome in there. If you're not a member, you can become one. If you're not, but if you don't want to become a member, that's fine. You can pay the regular price, which is, I think, is $160 for a foursome or $45 for a single. It is just going to be awesome. Please, everybody that we took out there today, I don't think they really quite understood what this was really going to be, what it was going to look like. Once they got out there today, they were like, holy shit, this is going to be pretty dope. And it's going to be awesome.
So we're going to have like big screens, and then in the bay, there's TVs, so you can watch the game there as well. So it's kind of like a big party that is surrounded by Suns basketball. Like, Suns basketball is at the core, but then it's a huge party all around it and a lot of fun, like Saul had mentioned. And we're going to have heaters. So don't you worry, because that was my biggest worry. I was concerned, but we're going to have heaters, and there's going to be hot chocolate as well.
There will be free hot chocolate for everybody.
Yeah, so it'll be a great
it's
time.
It's almost worth the $45 by itself.
Yes. And then you said, did I hear this correctly on the show yesterday, that you guys were thinking maybe we would bring some of our diehards on the show with us?
Yeah.
So that's an option.
For sure.
If you guys are into that, if you are one of those diehards who feels like you would feel comfortable doing this, hit us up in the Discord and let us know that
Absolutely.
you're coming and that you are down to potentially be a part of the show with us.
For sure.
So yeah, anyway, that link is on our website, gophnx.com. It's in the Discord. It's on our social media channels. Anywhere you guys can find us, you can find that link. So make sure you get your tickets. And then once you get your tickets, let us know you're coming so we can like game plan, and come up with some cool ideas.
Eric Rodriguez.
Maybe we'll do trivia.
Eric Rodriguez. Did someone say hot chocolate?
That's right, Eric. Someone did say hot chocolate.
And Brian Abdallah, stop with the lies. I am awesome at pickleball.
I don't know. I heard different. I heard what Brian heard too.
You left the party early.
I know. That's why I said I heard it.
I can confirm Saul is very good at pickleball, which I am saying because I handed him one of the only L's that he received on that day.
Oh.
It was the only
It was
loss
the
I had
only
all day.
Wow.
But I still came away
But
with
it wasn't
the
1-on-1. It
championship.
wasn't 1-on-1, to clarify that.
He said, and you guys have sitters. I don't know if I would call them sitters so much as
They'll watch your kids for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, during the actual lesson, I would assume they would be responsible for your children. But
Yeah.
I don't have children, so I don't know how responsible you want people to be when they're watching your kids.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Espo is not here tonight because he is doing the daddy duty and going to support his daughter at a recital, and it's actually pretty cool.
It's that
Yeah.
time of year.
Yeah.
All the kiddos having their holiday recitals at school and whatnot.
Yeah.
I used to play
So
the triangles. Ding ding ding.
Did you really?
Mhm.
I had the recorder and I can still play hot cross buttons. Did you guys have to do that too?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a universal thing that everyone
It
had to
is.
experience.
It's
at
the
least
most
in
pointless
America.
universal task they give children. Like,
Yeah.
here you learn music, hot cross
Mhm.
buns, and that's it.
And I can still play it.
What is hot cross buns?
It's like,
Like-
hot cross buns, hot cross buns. Do 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 do. I don't know the lyrics
it's the
because it's the
lamest
whistle.
song of all time.
You've never heard it?
It's
Emma, did you have to learn it?
I never had to do it.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's disappointing.
No, I
You
was-
really missed out on
I
a
was
childhood moment there.
Savage on the triangles.
Oh yeah.
I was. Oh yeah, Christmas music. Oh, ding 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 ding. Oh hell yeah.
Oh, I used to play handbells too.
Oh yeah.
Handbells?
Yeah.
Like straight out of New Girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was actually pretty good at it. I
Okay.
would not be able to do it. It's not like riding a bike, at least for me anyway.
No.
I would have no idea what I was doing, but I did used to play handbells. That's crazy. I forgot about that one.
I wanted the symbols, but they wouldn't give me the symbols because I would have rocked
I
the shit.
believe.
out
was
of
gonna-
it.
I can
I
understand
believe
why
that
they
they
didn't
wouldn't
give you
give you
the
the
symbol. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully, we get a win tonight and we can be having a great time in our post-game show and not be somber and upset and sad and sassy.
I have a way
like
you can
normal.
always avoid having a bad time in the post game.
What's that?
Was taking OGs.
Oh, Saul, you can take an OG. And if you guys are listening, y'all can take an OG.
She's like, oh, that's a great idea for you.
That's good for
I
you.
love that
Hello.
idea for you. Okay, bye.
Hey yo, my lifestyle is retro. Tell the Phoenix Metro. Megas in control and he ain't never gonna let go. PHNX.